The MacGuffin Experience is a podcast about the world of young actors at MacGuffin Theatre Film Company in Philadelphia.
Hello everyone and welcome to Season 1, Episode 7 of the MacGuffin Experience. I'm Izzy Silverman.
I'm Shane Cuniff.
I'm Sandy Jacoby.
And I'm Aiden Reagan.
And today our cold open topic is going to be crazy stories that happened in or around your car. So my crazy story is this. Just this week, my mom was taking me to school in the morning, and we had a fight, so she was really mad. And she's pulling the car out of the driveway, and the mirror was still open, and she didn't realize. And she was pulling it out really fast, and the mirror just literally falls off the car. And to put this in perspective, this is not the first time my mom has done this. It's like the third. And then also my mom didn't pick the mirror up off the ground. Like, she was so angry, it just stayed there. And then my grandparents came over after school and were like, "Is this your mirror?" And like brought it inside to my mom. It was really funny.
Oh my god.
What's your story, Shane?
So mine, we were getting a ride home from one of my friend's parents because my parents couldn't pick me up. And we were like on Ben Franklin, we were on Parkway, and we were stopped right in front of this like little intersection. Someone proceeded to walk directly in front of our car and started screaming at us, like just freaking out. We didn't even know what she was talking about.
That would crash out?
Yes, that, Karen.
Just like a random person?
Yeah, no, she was just like, "You're blocking the box, you're blocking." We were, exactly.
Were you blocking the box?
No, we were not. She was standing, like this basically the intersection.
A crosswalk.
Yeah, basically a crosswalk. And in fact, she was the one preventing the flow of traffic. Like, no one could get in front of her
Because she was standing in front of your car.
Because she was standing in front of her car. It's like a one-lane street, and we didn't even know what to do. So we just waited, and she just like walked away, and we were so confused. We kept driving.
Cynthia, what's your story?
Okay, so before I tell the story, I hate spice. Like, if
No, me
anything
too.
is spicy,
Yeah,
I
same.
hate it so much. So, we were on a cross-country road trip, me, my mom, and my dad, and
Cool.
my dad was like, "Do you want a chip?" So I got it, and it was a jalapeno chip. I didn't know. And I started freaking out in the car, and we didn't have any drinks. And
You ate it?
Yeah, I ate it, and I was like...
She just like
No,
looked
yeah,
at it.
I
and
just looked
stopped.
at it.
She looked at it in Paris.
Yeah, and I was freaking out. We were on the highway, so we couldn't stop, and it was just...
No
pain.
water. I
So
think
much
died.
pain.
That's horrible. How long was the drive that you had to do?
Well,
With the spice.
I think it was like 20 more minutes on the highway until we could stop.
Damn.
So I was just like...
That's horrible. I'm so
Tweaking
sorry.
the entire time.
Okay, Aiden, finish us off.
Alright, so we were on the highway from New York. So we just went to New York for a show on Broadway. We went to go see Beetlejuice.
Love
And then we went to go back, and we were on the highway. And then there was this crazy, erratic driver who just was not stopping for anything on the highway. And when he drove, there was this flock of geese that was just sitting on the highway, and he ran into all 8 of them.
No.
What?
I know, it was sad. I think
Ran into the geese?
Yeah, but I mean they lost it, but most of them survived.
But most of them.
Wait, so were you in the car that hit the geese, or you were watching?
I wasn't in the car that hit the geese. I was the car
Like behind it?
Yeah. So we just went through a tsunami. Some of them may have not, but I think most of them survived. But there was just a pile of feathers, and it was a feather tsunami that we went through. It was.
Oh god.
Well, that was cold open, everyone. Hello, everyone. So today we are here with Zoe Palmer, a senior at MacGuffin who has been a member of the Singing Bohemians cabaret troupe for 6 years and has appeared in
The Lorax,
Little Women and The Sound of Music,
Matilda,
The Wizard of Oz, where she won a Shakespeare Award for Best Comedic Performance,
What the Constitution Means to Me,
Sorceress, where she won a Shakespeare Award for Best Leading Performance in a Musical,
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
She also won the Best Cabaret Performance in 2024.
Twelfth Night.
Finally, As You Like It in May, where she will be playing Duchess Frederica.
So Zoe, welcome. We are so excited to be here with you today. So as a senior at MacGuffin, I was just wondering, how did you find yourself at this amazing place behind the purple door, and just what got you into acting in general?
So as a kid, I always had the personality of an actor. I was often told at parties
You were
I
a
loved
theater
to, yeah. Before I even got into acting, everyone was like, "Yeah, she should probably get into theater." So I started doing it at a place near where I lived, and then I had a family friend who was performing here, and he invited me to come see him, and I was just awestruck. was like, oh my gosh.
Do you remember what production you saw?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I remember it was a camp that John Ray directed. And I just remember being in awe. They were all so incredible. Everybody just seemed so invested in what was happening. And I was like, this is the place I want to be. So I started taking classes here.
And look at you now. You've been here for like 6 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wait, more than 6 years.
7 years, I think.
7 years.
Yeah.
Well, what was the first show or class you did here, and what was it like finally getting into what your personality always meant for you?
The first class I did here was the Lorax, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the Wansler, and it was just really fun meeting all the people, and I was just like, wow, this place is such an incredible and heartwarming community.
Did you sing in the Lorax, or was it like a play?
It was a musical, yeah.
It was a musical? Did you do How Bad Can I Be? Or was that like on
No, it was an original. It was written from.
Oh, it's a John Ray original.
Yeah, it's a John Ray original.
Zoe's been in many John Ray originals.
I have.
Oh, so speaking of John Ray originals, what's a crazy story that you have from one of the productions you've been in here at MacGuffin?
In the winter of my sophomore year, I was in Sorceress,
Which was a John Ray original production.
and I played Medea from Greek mythology. And towards the end of the show, we were in a blackout. This was on opening night, and I could not see where I was going, so I was walking off stage, hands in front of me, and you had to walk on a couple of platforms to make your way backstage. So I put my foot on the platform, and I feel platform beneath my foot. So I put all my weight on it, but it turns out my toe is only about like this far onto the platform. So it slips off, and my shin collides with the corner of the platform.
But
And
she's like a trooper. She walked right off stage.
Well, I thought it was just a bruise at the time. It was a very painful bruise, but I thought it was just a bruise. And then I go into the quick change room. I'm doing my quick change.
I was actually with her in the quick change room.
Yeah, there was a couple people in there with me. Yeah, and then my friend Zoe Anderman sees my leg. She points at it. She goes, "Oh my God, Zoe, your leg, it's bleeding." So I look down at my leg, and then I see my bone. Yeah. But fortunately, my dad, who's a surgeon, was there, and he came, and he wrapped me up. We went to the hospital, and I was able to perform again the next day.
I remember this. I was in the audience, and they were like, someone whispered to me and went, "Zoe went down." I was like, Zoe went down. And then I just saw you like hobbling out.
And this is like, did you take your bow?
No, I didn't take my bow, but when I left backstage, I was like hobbling. I was feeling so miserable. Everybody got up and
Everyone started clapping.
It was so sweet, but I was not in the frame of mind to appreciate it for what it was. I was just like, we were just like.
Do you remember this? I remember very clearly Hunter Silverman, who's Izzy's younger brother, came up to me and was like, "Yeah, John asked me to play the role if Zoe can't come back."
I never knew this.
And I was like,
Next night, like when we just pop into the
and
room.
I was like, what? And I don't know why. That's like,
Of course.
I always wondered what happened because I was in the ER until 3 in the
so
morning.
like, what are they thinking of
Yeah,
doing
I know,
tomorrow?
and I finally got a phone call like, "Are you gonna be able to do it?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm gonna pull
It's
through. I'm gonna
insane.
show up."
Like one night we're seeing her bone, the next night she's totally fine. She's like built like a crazy kid. So that's just who Zoe is. She like
Yeah,
really.
I mean, I
can
was
think
lucky.
of
My
it.
dad was able to stitch me up, which was cool. I got to like watch him do his thing.
Watch him.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then because the thing was, the resident at the time came into the room, and he looked at my bone and he was like, And my dad asks him, "So, what's your game plan here? What are you gonna do?" And the resident just looks at it and he goes, "I don't know."
This is your doctor, and you're just sitting there. You're like,
I'm like, "What do you mean
tomorrow.
you don't know what to do?" So everyone in the room decided it would be best if my dad took over because he has a lot more experience. Because he also worked at CHOP
yeah.
sometimes too, so they were like,
That's
"Okay,
awesome.
you can just
So they
take
just
over."
let him-
So I just watched my dad operate on
That's
it. It was
crazy.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Okay, clearly you're such a trooper. But what's your favorite part about like performing?
My favorite part.
Is not getting her bone exposed in the middle of the
Yeah,
show.
probably not that.
That.
Yeah, I guess my favorite part is the adrenaline and just being able to express myself through my performing. If I'm having a rough day, I get to like get that all out. If my
put
character's
all the
having an
emotions in the
argument,
song.
yeah,
I
it
totally
just feels
agree
really
with
good.
that.
It's very cathartic. Yeah.
I know you've performed like a lot of songs because you're a member of the Singing Bohemians Cabaret Troupe with me. So I was wondering, what's it like having been a boho for so many years, and like what's your favorite part about it, or like favorite song that you sang, just like anything in general? I'm really curious.
Yeah, so when I started out, I was the youngest member for a few years, and it was definitely a moment of imposter syndrome. I was like, I don't know.
How old were you?
Kids. I was 12.
Wow.
So yeah, all the younger kids were like 15 and up, and I was like, I don't really feel like I belong here. All these people are so experienced and talented and cool. And yeah, I guess my journey through Bohos was just a journey of finding myself and finding my own sense of confidence and being like, I do belong here, you know? And I want to help the younger kids in Bohos now find their way.
I've only been in Bohos for 2 years. So. It's like actually been so fun working with you. You're awesome.
Yeah, you're
Wait,
awesome.
one more question. What's your favorite song that you've performed as a Boho?
My favorite song. I really enjoyed performing Being Alive.
I remember when you did that in one of the shows and then you did it for the senior concert. It's so good.
Yeah, I was always singing it at home, Being Alive from Company.
Yeah.
Like, it was just so fun. I was like, I get to do this on stage. It was really exciting.
I mean, you were talking about what it's like now to be a senior and be like the person guiding the youth. And if you were to give one piece of advice for the youth who might be watching this podcast, what would it be?
I guess my main piece of advice would be that if you're in theater, you have so many useful skills that you can use in the world. And I think you should definitely take advantage of that. If you're handed a piece of information, you know how to memorize it quickly, you're comfortable performing in front of a group of strangers, you're good with working on your feet, and even if you don't decide to pursue theater, those skills are necessary for pretty much everybody, you know? Yeah, so I've definitely found it useful because I've been able to run my school speech team because of it, I've been able to run my school newspaper, like things like that. It's just useful in everything.
So basically her message is come to MacGuffin Theatre and Film Company.
Definitely.
Okay, now we're gonna do our little segment called Hot Takes.
Our hot takes are rapid fire questions. Oh, so here's my first rapid fire question. So because you're a senior, it means you're graduating, like moving on to new places, new things. So if you could live anywhere other than the Philadelphia area, what would it be? Which is
I
kind of
don't
ironic.
live in...
You're staying in
I
Philadelphia.
am staying in Philly. I'm going to college in Philly, so yeah.
Would you like to share where you're going?
I'm going to the University of Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm excited.
What's your major? Are you continuing theater?
No, but I will be studying English with a concentration in creative writing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'll definitely be staying creative.
Oh wait, I forgot this is rapid fire. I will talk. Okay, wait. So where would you live other than the Philly area?
I would live in California because it's sunny.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and Hollywood.
Okay, we know you're a traveler, so has anything crazy happened to you on a trip of yours?
Anything crazy? Oh, yes. Me and my family took a trip to Costa Rica because my dad had a few meetings there.
I'm going to Costa Rica this summer.
Oh, that's so exciting! Definitely ask me where.
Wait, I know. Okay.
But we went on this tour where you ride on horseback for a couple hours to this waterfall. And we were swimming in this waterfall. I was having a good time. Little did we know there was some white rabbits over to the side. Not cute because little me gets swept away.
By the
Rabbits,
Like,
not
it was-
rabbits.
No, like dangerous, like rocks, like that. Yeah. And so I get swept away towards the rapids, and then my dad tries to jump in and save me. He gets caught
in the rapids.
Yes, and then it were like a bit downstream, but I was like,
Was there like a
towards them.
waterfall? Were you gonna like fall on the waterfall?
No. It was just not good to
The
go through
rocks,
that.
like-
Well, the waterfall was there. It was a pool, and then over here was the rapids, and then there was a little like stream you get sucked into. So I got sucked in. My dad says, "Oh no!"
That's
He
not
jumps in
safe,
after me.
though.
He gets swept in.
How'd you get out?
Well, and then my 8-year-old brother sees him, thinks he's so big and strong, and he's
like, "I'm gonna save you."
He's like, "I'm gonna save my 40-year-old, fully grown father and pull him out of the rapids."
So you're all in the rapids?
So we're moving towards the rapids. So I don't realize they've jumped in after me, and I see this nice old woman on the side of the rocks, and she's like, "Here," like she pulls me out, and then she shows me like a safe path to go up on the rocks. I'm like, "Okay, phew." I run and I go to find my mom, who's like standing off the side just taking photos of the waterfall. And I'm like, "Mom, Sam and Dad, they're gonna die. They're going towards rapids." And she turns around and she says, "What?" And she's taking pictures of them because they found their way onto a big boulder. They like climbed on top of it.
Oh,
They were
okay,
trapped.
yeah.
They were surrounded by the moving water, and they were like sitting there like, "What do we do?" And my mom's taking photos.
So how did they get out?
Well, meanwhile, there's this guy in a bright orange jacket, like screaming at us in rapid Spanish, and we have no idea what he's saying, what he's telling us to do. But apparently there was like a safe path off that we could have just
So
taken the
everyone
entire
survived.
time. Yeah, everyone
I'm so
survived.
happy
We
to
were
hear that.
okay. Yeah, but it's a funny story since then.
What's your favorite destination that you've traveled to?
My favorite destination? That's tough. This summer, I did a Spanish immersion in Bolivia, and
Whoa.
that was really cool.
That is
that's
so
so
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause-
taking all 4 years of Spanish, so I'm definitely.
yeah, definitely
That's
you
so
should,
cool.
because I wake up, I eat breakfast with my homestay family in Spanish. I go take Spanish classes. I go do
You look fluent
activities
in
in Spanish.
Spanish.
I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but I can speak Spanish confidently.
So cool.
Yeah, and then I have dinner in Spanish, and then I go to sleep, and then I wake up and I do it again the next day. And so it's just all Spanish
so
all day.
jealous.
And it's, you have to communicate, you know? Like, you have no choice. You're living with these people. If you need something, you have to ask for it in
I want to be
Spanish.
bilingual so bad.
Yeah,
That's like
it's-
so cool.
And now that I can speak it, like, I see it everywhere, and it's just so nice to
Yeah,
have.
So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we're taking a turn. If you could
we are?
meet any celebrity, who would it be?
Any celebrity? Ooh.
Dead or alive.
Oh, that
Dead
is true.
or
Dead or
alive?
alive.
I'm thinking, I'd want to meet Stephen Hawking. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, next question. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Anything by Frank Ocean.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
a blonde or a channel orange girl?
Blonde.
Which would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, blonde is just, it's such
It's
a
so
good
good,
record.
yeah.
It's like the OG with all the hits.
If
like Fire,
you-
Ivy.
Could go to a concert for anyone, also dead or alive, what would your dream concert be?
Queen.
Oh, my
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Hearing Bohemian Rhapsody live would be like a dream.
And Freddie Mercury, like,
my
he's
god,
a
his
good
voice
performer,
is
like, he's so good.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
How does he sing that high? I always wondered
I
that.
don't even know.
Like, I wanted to.
I heard it was like, have you seen the movie?
No, I haven't.
Apparently his
but my
mouth
dad
is
loves it.
shaped a bit, like, bigger so it can reach.
Wait,
yeah.
really?
Like his teeth were forward or something. I don't remember what it was.
Well, thanks so much, Zoe, for
Oh,
being here.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Yeah, this was really fun.
That
Thank
was
you.
our interview with Zoe Palmer.
This is a scene from Wizard of Oz where Zoe will be singing King of the Forest.
Oh my gosh. I remember we worked out every single moment of this song. I was like, we do this, do this. What do you do?
remember watching that rehearsal.
It was a lot, yeah.
The crowd, the fits.
Oh my gosh. So hot. Oh my god, I was sweating the whole time.
And
I
this
was
was
wearing my
back when we
makeup
had
and
like
stay
the
on.
old lights.
The old burning
And you're
hot
so
lights.
hot.
I'm dancing, I'm singing in a fursuit. It was too I love this. I remember working out what to do with the cape. Yeah.
Your ears are so fun.
Oh, when you said one time during a boho show, like
Yeah, the cape went flying off because I did the same song. Oh, it went flying off here too. Oh no, that was intentional. That was intentional. I just remember that was intentional. Yeah.
Oh, your voice, I love. Oh,
I remember for a while after the show, I always be like, I like got like,
That was like your character. That was like your character.
yeah.
this whole cast. I remember Neve Williams, who plays the Tin Man, auditioned for Glinda.
Yes, Linda.
And then when she came back as the Tin Man, I was like, this was a surprise.
I love this harmony so much at the end. It was like my favorite thing.
That was fun.
And we'll be right back.
This summer, discover your voice, unleash your creativity, and grow your character at MacGuffin Theatre and Film Company's Summer Theater Camps.
Whether you're dreaming of starring in musicals, creating comedy, or finding depth in powerful acting scenes, we grow actors.
We have 9 week-long musical theater camps for youth ages 7 to 10.
For middlers and teens, we have a musical theater camp featuring Disney's Descendants, an acting studio, a week-long musical theater camp featuring the songs of Lin-Manuel Miranda, and 2 weeks of comedy camp.
Grow your confidence, grow your skills, grow your story.
Register today and get ready to step into the spotlight. MacGuffin Summer Camps, get into the act.
Now, back to the show.
Welcome to In the Hot Seat, MacGuffin's trivia game. How it works is that our 2 contestants will be asked a question and then we'll ding their bell. And if they get it right, they get a point. But if they get it wrong, their opponent can steal the question. This is our host,
Aiden Rakin.
And these are our 2 contestants.
Izzy Silverman.
And Sammy Giacobi.
And I'm Alice Hayes, and I will be keeping score.
Well, without further ado, why don't we start our first question? What is the name of the film director pictured on John's office door?
Oh.
Sydney.
Oh. Yeah, that's it. Oh.
Yep. Sydney has 1 point.
All right. Our next question is, the Mechanicals acting troupe takes its name from what Shakespeare comedy?
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yes.
No? Yes? Okay.
Yeah. 1 point to Izzy.
All right. What is the name of the first movie MacGuffin ever produced?
Izzy.
Clueless.
Correct. 1 point to Izzy.
All right. Our fourth question. Name our last 3 fall musicals.
Okay, well, More Than Anything was this fall. Last fall was Nightmare Before Christmas, and the fall before was Sorceress.
Yeah, correct. 3 points for Izzy.
Number 5. How many audience seats does the swing have?
Sydney.
80.
No. Izzy.
85.
Correct.
All right. Our sixth question. Who built the rear wall?
Oh.
Izzy.
Rick Fredette?
Correct.
What rear wall?
The rear wall in main stage.
Oh, okay.
All right. Number 7. How old will MacGuffin be on June 1st?
Sydney.
28.
Correct.
Hey.
Number 8. What is the name of the comedy club across the street from us?
Izzy.
Not the one, not Comedy Sports. It's
No.
like, it's something with Philly in it. That's my answer.
No.
Fine.
It's called Helium.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
All right. Number 9. What is the name of the youth production class in the musical this spring?
The Snakes of Fangor?
Correct. 6th point for Izzy Silverman.
All right. Number 10. Who wrote My Shot from Hamilton?
Sydney.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah. Thank you for watching In the Hot Seat. Our winner was Isabella Silverman. This is one cool thing where we share something interesting we found this week. I'm gonna begin. So there's this show called Jury Duty on Prime Video. It came out, I think, a while ago, maybe like 2021, 2022.
How do you not know? Doesn't it like say?
Okay, well, I didn't check, but I think my mom watched it, and I think it came out in 2022, and it's basically, I think it came out in 2022, and it basically, they hired a bunch of actors to portray like a jury and a judge and a court case, and then they found this one guy who does not know it's all fake, and he's on the jury, so all these crazy things happen, and he like is having to like deal with it, and then all the actors are having to like improv around him, and it's so funny and ridiculous, and he's like the sweetest guy, and he's so gullible, and he does not know what's happening, and it's really good, and I recommend, and it's on Prime
Is
Video.
the actual real guy though that it's?
He doesn't know that
No.
it's fake.
He
Okay.
thinks he's actually on jury duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he realize when he watches himself on TV?
He didn't watch until the end of the filming when they
Great.
finally told him.
Crazy. So my one cool thing is that maybe this needs a bit of context, but I used to be very irresponsible with my computer, as in I would take it places just because, and I dropped it. And it basically like entirely broke, and it was still usable, but it couldn't close at all. So it would like creak and like start to break whenever it closed. And so I got it.
Computer on the table.
Yeah. And so I just got it fixed recently. It like kind of just came in.
Wait,
So
it creaked when you closed it?
yeah, it would make this like really weird noise whenever I tried to close it. So I would have to keep
Maybe
it
it
open
was
every time.
fantasizing about eating you. Maybe you turned it into a
I'm not
computer mouse.
sure that's how that works, but yeah.
What about you?
Well, my dad, he's like a big Lego collector, And he's been getting like Lego sets that are like they're castle sets and Lego like medieval castles were like discontinued. So he's been getting them from this like site to like make some independent like from Lego fans. They make independent sets and it's really cool. Yeah. So he's been getting these like awesome castle sets. Okay.
Cool. One thing I've discovered this week is I've discovered this show called Bridgerton. It's okay. It's not very appropriate for me, but if you want to watch it, it's on Netflix, and it's basically about like these like girls, and it's like from like a long time ago where like they had like people who were really rich and they had to wear these like tight corsets and they had to go to balls and they had to dance with people, kinda. And
yes, it's set in England.
It is.
How did I know?
And it's so the girl she's like assigned to marry some guy, but she didn't want to marry him. She wanted to marry the Duke, and the Duke.
Standard plot of every medieval story ever.
Not really.
And the Duke likes her also, but the her brother doesn't want her to marry the Duke because the Duke is his best friend. And it's just like this big thing, and that's all I've gotten to for now.
What I mean is girls trying to escape the arranged marriages that were so very popular. Our final bit today is the Sing Bohemians Cabaret Troupe.
Tick-tock, will you be with me? Tick-tock, as close as I can be. Tick-tock, are you ready to try? Tick-tock, I know if you apply. No matter where in the world we go, no matter what in the world we do, no matter how in the world we put it together, now I'll always wanna be with you. I'll always wanna be with you. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la. More than anything. Sha-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la. I'll always wanna be with you.
We'll see you next season on the MacGuffin Experience.